appear, this shit was like her edges, all that shit was gone. So she got that shit done, and she did like the whole process, documenting everything. And it's like months later, and that shit is, I can't remember her name. It always be popping up. I'm like, damn, that shit still ain't grow.
It ain't taken. He said that shit still ain't grow.
That nigga Ocean.
Ocean back.
That nigga back. I've never seen him with it. I think he's probably better off than he was ever. New beginnings.
Because he used to do the,
you know, Ocean?
The paint. He used to do the paint a lot. And now he's got the curls.
He was sensitive. By the way,
yeah,
he's getting really bad haircuts.
Oh yeah.
Like he don't know what to do with the hair.
No, but that's
he don't get every haircut that he imagined he would have if he had hair. He getting bad mohawks and shit. But yeah, he's sensitive about that.
Yeah,
about that. Me and Kenny was making fun of him one day. Man, he was so upset.
Bro, as a man, your hair, I've seen niggas be crazy. I saw a video. Did you see the video of the dude putting the gun on the barber?
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Nigga. Yeah, you ready? That's wild.
I just had this joke where I say your hair is like your outside dick.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, like you don't want nobody to see it. You ain't right. You can't nobody see this. You insecure about it.
So don't say nigga. We don't really cuss on the show.
Here we go.
But I'm just telling you, man.
Fake Clayton.
And then
fake Clayton. I'm sick of this shit. I'm so
we have
sick of it.
Let's see. I think everything else I explain on the air usually, right?
Yeah. Why no cursing? Why can't I be me? Why can't I be me? Because you want to be somebody else.
Why can't I be me? Because you want to be somebody else. That's hilarious.
I got to be PG.
Why can't I be me? Go for it. Let's go.
I'm angry already.
Why can't I be me? You want to be somebody else. All right.
Go ahead,
don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Talking about. Go ahead.
Let me do this, man.
All right, go ahead.
I'm not going to tell them about that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of CT Cinema. I be CT, okay? Want to welcome everybody back. I want to thank everybody for being subscribed to my channel. Thank everybody for keeping their subscriptions to the Patreon. If you are able to financially join the Patreon, do so. Patreon.com/CT is dope. We have a lot of great things planned for December. We're gonna do some Christmas movies this month.
Nice.
We're gonna do some Christmas movies.
That's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good time. Thank you for keeping the subscription. Thank you guys so much for the love. Super chats are wide open. You already know, for outrageous amounts, we're gonna say our favorite movie moments from any movie, and or we're going to give you the thank you speech for the outrageous super chat by our special guest. With that said, my partner in crime, this is the sidekick of all sidekicks, greatest sidekick to exist, Mayor Young. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Fantastic. It's going to be a good show.
Man, it's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
You know why it's going to be a great show?
Tell us why.
I'm going to tell you why, man. The brother that I have, if you can see his face
I
know. The brother that I have on the couch right now is a superstar. Do you understand me? He is somebody that I have watched create his manifestation into real life. Right?
It's okay.
Let me hear, man.
It's all right.
There. Thank you. Sit still, man. I watched him manifest his life in abundance. This guy is a superstar. He is an amazing comedian. He is an amazing writer. He is an amazing actor. He's on the show right now. It's Just a Living. It's crazy. I think they're going into season 6. Let him tell it. It might be 5. It's been a lot of seasons this brother's going into. He's on the road, going all around the world, ladies and gentlemen. This brother is my brother. Blood would not make us closer. I love this guy, and he is one of the funniest people on the planet. Ladies and gentlemen, Naeem the Star is what I call him. Y'all call him Naeem LYNN. How are you, man?
I'm good, bro. I didn't know this was live. It's cool. You can see people talking, huh? I need something like this, yeah.
For everybody, the community is always in the comments. You want your comment to go on the screen, throw the super chat up. We're discussing one of Naeem's favorite movies of all time, and that movie is Life. Do me a favor, tell us what Life is about.
So, Life is the story of two gentlemen that basically get wrongly convicted of a crime and get a life sentence. And so they are in jail for life and them dealing with it in the Deep South.
Woo! Now, here's the first question, man.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this one of your favorite movies?
The first time I saw Life, I was let down, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I had very high expectations for it. I was in college at the time, and we had like a little theater on campus, and we used to actually see movies before they came out. They would give us like a sneak preview, maybe the week before it came out. I also saw The Matrix there before it came out. Matrix, He Got Game. I went to college in the late 90s. So Martin and Eddie, for a
Dream
young
team.
Yeah. A young comic, young aspiring comic.
Yep.
That was everything.
Yeah.
Even more so than Harlem Nights. And I just had such high expectations for it, and it just didn't live up to it. And I wasn't able to fully enjoy the movie because I was expecting it to be hilarious. And Life is not hilarious.
No.
There's some funny parts, but it's just really just a great movie.
It's a dark movie. It's a heavy movie. However, the movie is hilarious. They have so many incredibly funny moments throughout this pain.
Right.
But this movie is heavy.
It's the funny moments are kind of subtle, and then also Martin played the straight guy.
Yeah.
So that's what, we coming fresh off of Martin. Right. And you know how outrageous he was, and you just looking for that type of humor, and it never came. And Eddie's just a slick talking New Yorker. Martin is a straight guy. And then, you have a cast of other comics and funny people in it. And I was just waiting for it to pick up. And it did pick up. It got funnier when they got older, but it just wasn't, I didn't laugh like that. But
you're talking when you first saw it.
The first time I saw it. Now, when I was going back and watched it over the years, then it became very quotable, and it's just like, you just really enjoy the movie. And one thing I didn't find out till much, much later is that Rick James was in the movie.
Oh, yeah. Same. I was like, where was Rick James?
Right.
Yeah. And as we start this movie, the movie starts in Harlem, right? You start to see the seeds be planted. You see Eddie Murphy come knock on the door of this juke joint, right? Doorman answers. He's already got some scheme he's up to trying to get in. He gets in. He's trying to play some cards over here. You see Martin Lawrence with Sanaa Lathan.
Yeah.
Sanaa Lathan looking good. You
Fantastic.
understand?
Always.
I love what you said about Martin, because him playing the straight man in this movie got a chance for us to see his acting chops.
Right.
Because he couldn't rely on just being funny. He's giving you like, this is what I'm going through. Now, from the moment that they're at that table, Sanaa Lathan is like, okay, you got your new job. He's like, yeah, baby, I got my new job. I think the first thing I'm gonna buy with my check is season tickets to the baseball. And she was like, I thought you was gonna say an engagement ring, because that's what she wants.
Right.
Remember that I said that. So now he's like, engagement ring? Nah, nothing like that. But her saying it made him spill his drink. He spills his drink on himself. He's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta get this off. As he's getting up to go, that's when Ray Gibson notices his mark.
Right.
As he's noticing his mark, he follows him to the bathroom. Claude is in his bathroom getting hemmed up by the two heavies.
Yeah.
And see that, because Claude is probably also a gambling man and owes some money. They're like, yo, give me that money.
Ray's getting hemmed up.
No. Claude is Martin. He's in the bathroom getting hemmed up by the hitman to get the money.
Yeah.
I thought that was later. Okay. Yeah.
No, you're right. But at this point, this is how we first see, because remember, Claude has $25 in his wallet.
Right.
And he owes 50. And they're like, oh, yeah, let's get to 25. Come on, man. I'm out with my lady. Yeah, you get to keep your legs. Oh, my God.
Right.
Thank you for letting me keep my legs. Ray comes in the bathroom, already looking at his mark.
Right. Steals his wallet.
Steals his wallet, bro. Hey, man, you look familiar, man. What's your name?
Right. By the way, that part was funny as hell.
It was
so
because he's
funny.
like, you went to what high school was it? You went to Lincoln?
You went to Monroe? yeah. That's what it was. We went to Monroe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to wait. Hold on. I gotta write it down.
Jefferson, I think.
Yeah.
Something like-
Yes, he said. Wait. All of this could be even edited out of it.
We get it though. It was a different high school.
Yeah, it was. The time would have been together. Oh, Monroe? Yeah, Jefferson. It was Jefferson.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I went to Jefferson.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know you.
Right.
Takes his wallet, not knowing the wallet is empty because the 25 is gone.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most important part of the movie.
You think so?
I'm telling you. This right here, what happens because it sets up why they are
end up
together.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
So now Martin gets back to the table, can't pay the bill. Ray gets kicked out for trying to hustle some more scams in there.
Mhm.
They each end up in front of Rick James
Right.
that I never realized was Rick James.
You're right.
I was like, oh, now as an adult, I realized it because we've seen Rick James resurgence on the Chappelle show. And
Right. But
everything's
even
got his hair.
when he's on the Chappelle show, he had little locks again.
Right.
So he just looks completely unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't realize how fair skinned he is until
Very.
that moment.
That's true. He
Because
does look lighter there.
He wore a lot of makeup. He wore a lot of makeup in the 80s.
Yeah.
Glitter. He had a lot of glitter on and stuff. So you know,
Glitter on.
and he had his hair slicked back.
Yeah.
And then he
Great
had the
look for him, by the way.
cane,
Yeah.
the limp. He actually killed that part.
Yeah.
It was
And
a small
he
part.
had a real limp.
Yeah, the limp was real.
The limp was real because I think he had either had hip surgery,
Uh-huh.
and y'all can tell me in the comments. I think he had hip surgery or something that happened where he had to walk with a cane, and he used the cane for the character in the movie.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah, man.
Might have shot some heroin in his leg or something.
And so now he is Spank, right?
Yeah.
Spank is this loan shark, owner of this juke joint, hustler that Ray kind of aspires to be like, right?
Mhm.
He wants to be in business for himself and have his own thing going like Spank does. Tries to talk Spank into letting him be a partner with him with the hooch, you know, do a little rum run down in
Right.
Mississippi. This is the cold part. Rick James knows that Claude is not a street guy.
Right.
He couldn't pay the tab, and he wants to dunk him in the water.
Mhm.
He wants to drown him for this.
Mhm.
This is a drownable offense, apparently. Ray, and this is why I say this is important. Ray says, man, why don't you let him up, man? He could be my partner. Don't you want somebody watching your back? I want somebody that's not going to shoot me in the back after I load this hooch up.
Right.
Mhm.
All right, bring him up. He saves his life.
Mm-hmm.
Right? From this point on, they go on down to Mississippi. Remember, Claude got a job.
Right. At
He
the
tried to
bank.
start at the bank on Monday.
Mhm.
It's Friday. They drive from New York to Mississippi. The stark differences, and this is where you see the difference in how blacks were treated in Harlem and in New York
Yep.
than how they were treated down south.
Mhm.
Because if they stop in that little diner,
Oh man, it's crazy.
Claude is like, yeah, man. Hey, ma'am. I just like a couple cups of coffee and a couple slices of pie.
Mhm.
Ma'am, can I get it? We don't serve N-words in here.
Mhm.
We ain't got
He said the dude name. If you could read so well, how come you didn't see that sign outside? Post the dude name.
They looked us on the color, no colors allowed.
Yeah.
Bro, Ray was so aware.
100%.
He was so spatially
Right.
aware. He's looking around. He's like, hey,
Yeah,
Claude.
I don't think this is the place.
This
Yeah.
ain't the place, man. Let's
Right.
go and find something else. 35. My 35. I ain't going no 35, but we want some couple slices of pie.
Mhm.
Claude was out of pocket.
She cocks the shotgun.
Yeah.
He said, so you say 35
Right.
miles.
How much is it going to take to turn them white only pies into
Into some
N-word
N-word pie.
pies?
Yeah.
We got a super chat. Throw it on the screen. Thank you so much to Autumn Reed.
Hey, thank you, Autumn Reed. Appreciate you.
$9.99.
Hey, send me that money.
Hey, says Love Naeem, been a big fan since the 2014 show at Brea Improv, when my date for drinking water while I was taking tequila shots. Barely remember the date, but definitely remember the comedy.
Oh wow.
Wow. So the guy was acting like he was taking shots of tequila, but it was really water? Is that what happened?
Or maybe you were making fun of him for drinking water. She
Okay.
missed some words right there. She usually on top of it. She gonna correct it. It's fine. We gonna fix that.
All right.
But this is a testament to how great you are. I've been saying this for years, but man, there's
Me too.
Yeah, you have
Me too. I just gotta get like her, you, me. I gotta get some more people to realize that. Yeah. I've been saying it for years too. People don't get it.
But here's the thing, and this is where I want to say about Assisted Living.
Mm-hmm.
You were on the sitcom, and what season are you guys going into now?
We filmed 7 seasons. They take these random mid-season breaks, so they're like halfway through season 6. I think it hasn't come on since probably the summer. But I would assume that they're gonna start. So what they did last season, they took this long mid-season break, and then they finished season 5 and went into season 6 immediately, like no time off. So I guess they're gonna do something like that again. BT is really weird with the way they do the shows, and it seems like Tyler Perry only has one night because they never show us and like the Oval and Sisters simultaneously. They'll show them for a while, then they show us and House of Pain at the same time. And so maybe they're just like, hey, this is your night. So I wish they would just do like, Tuesday one for one show and Wednesday for the other show. I'd rather they just run it. And then when it's done, just run the reruns.
I hear you. The black advertising dollars are very interesting. That's what I learned a couple years back, where it's like a lot of times, depending on whichever night, all of the black shows are competing for advertising dollars. So that would make sense if he has one specific night. If it's like, all right, this is my night. But if I were to do other nights, if there are any other black shows that I'm competing with, then it's like, I'd rather take a bigger cut of this. I don't know how it is for a fact for him, but that would make sense. Life. They in Mississippi. They load up the hooch. They got the hooch loaded. The math ain't right, if I'm being honest with you. He say 32 cases, $5 each, and it's like $180. I'm like, nah. And Claude even was like, no, because he worked at the bank. Right. He's like, no, but he don't say nothing right there. He ain't overstepping. They can just go back home, bro.
Right.
Ray says, oh man, where's it take a drink over here? Right over that hill. He's like, okay. Hey man, let's go down there. And he's like, hey, man, we got to get back, man.
Go back. Yeah. How many cases is it?
This is
30 cases?
This is like 32 cases.
At $5 a pop.
I don't know. I'll tell you, boy. Okay, so it was 34 cases. It was 34 cases, $5 a pop, 180. So yeah, that's probably right. Yeah. Okay. We're going.
I'm a math person, so I couldn't listen to anything else you said after. I'm like, wait a minute. The math is mathing.
Let me tell you something. I've never denied that I'm an English guy. Let me start that right now. Throw the other super chat on screen, good brother. We have one from Keena Wiltz, 92922 999. Awesome show. Always looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Keena. Appreciate the love. They go into this other juke joint. Ray's playing cards with Clarence Williams.
The third.
And the third. You can't forget that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the most gorgeous woman of the night I have ever seen.
They already put a name on the screen right there.
What's the name?
Lisa Nicole Carson.
Nicole Carson.
Yeah.
Listen to me. She was in Jason's Lyric.
Yeah.
I loved her then.
Yeah.
She also ended up doing a series after, I think it was Ally McBeal or something.
She was
like
in
that.
Ally McBeal, yeah.
And then to see her in this, and she was... Still to this day, she looks the same.
100%.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's very fly.
She approaches Claude, who only has $2. He always says girls are right. She's
cute.
He has $2. Ray is gambling all of his bread. And remember, he had his daddy's watch. This is the only thing that he feels has worth in this world because his daddy gave it to him and it's priceless because his daddy died in prison. Claude got the $2. He talks to this woman. She's immediately a prostitute. She's like, you got any money? Who else is going to ask me this other than the lady of the night? Right. He's like, I got $2. First of all, how are you going to pay for this alcohol if you only got this $2? How much is alcohol back in 1930 something is what I'm wondering.
Like quarter.
A quarter?
Look, man, it might be less than that. You got to think, if a whole case is $5.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, if a whole case is $5.
Yeah.
Touche.
Listen,
okay.
This fool was going to pay for dinner with $22.
When I was in Philly, they had $2 Tuesday. So, and that was just like, 20 years ago.
That was. I would love to have seen. Well, I guess you didn't need to see a love scene between them, like sex scene anyway, because she ends up coming back later. But he goes upstairs with her because this is also a brothel. He goes upstairs with her. Ray gets hustled by Clarence Williams III and this waitress because he's playing the cards, right? Takes his daddy's watch. He leaves. We don't know where Clarence Williams went. Clarence Williams III went and spoke to Sheriff Pike, who wanted him to be out of town. He cracks wise with the sheriff. Slashes the sheriff in the face. Now you see that now it's time for him to tune him up, right? Ray and Claude are leaving the juke joint and they're mad. They're like, forget it. Let's just get back on the road. We ain't got no money. We'll get as far as we can get. Clarence Williams' blood gets on Claude. The good old hillbilly boys come out. They see them. Hey, what y'all doing over there by him? Oh man, he drunk.
This one look dead.
That's what he said too.
Bro,
Too funny.
This is where my heart started to break, man, because things haven't changed that much.
Especially in Mississippi.
For real.
They got arrested. They about to get charged with this murder. They got a murder pent on them, and they got this bootlegging charge that's about to be over them. They go to prison in Mississippi. They get life, and now the movie begins. We start meeting all other characters. Tell me about when this became your favorite movie. So this is not the first watch. Give me when you were like, "Oh, this is cinema."
Any movie that every time I see it's on, I watch it, is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
No matter how many times it's on, like, oh, ain't nothing else on, life is on, I'll watch that. I've showed it to my daughter.
She like it?
I would say at least 10 years after it came out. But my other favorite movie that we're not doing is also like that. I end up liking it much more as an adult.
Don't say the name because we got to bring you back to talk about it.
Okay.
So when I'm looking at this movie, as a kid, when I first saw it, I was very scared to watch this movie because my mother worked in the legal system, social worker, and I was always getting told these horror stories about these kids who get into juvenile hall or they get tried as adults for any type of crime. And just, I was always afraid of being arrested and all of that stuff. So when I'm watching this, I got like butterflies in my stomach because I'm like, man, these brothers are getting wrongfully convicted. How are they going to get out of this?
I didn't even know the movie was about jail. When it was called Life.
What did you think?
Just like about life.
Just regular life.
Man, it's like crazy. It's Martin and Eddie, and just like something to do with life. And then once I saw it, I realized like, oh, it's about life in jail.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that going into it.
Yeah.
This movie's so heavy. It was definitely one of these films that should have been nominated for Academy Awards. Performances, story, definitely makeup. Rick Baker again from Coming to America.
Man,
and Nutty Professor.
I always talk about him.
Yeah.
Amazing. Whoever they got for Coming to America 2.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't do that movie if you can't use Rick again.
That's a good point.
That's interesting.
The makeup was horrific. 30 years later, and you're doing worse than what somebody did in the 80s.
Here's the question. The question is, why wasn't Rick wasn't a scheduling thing?
He retired.
Oh, that'll do
I've already done that research. He retired.
He retired.
Okay, he certainly had enough
I think
money.
the last thing he did. I think the last thing he did with Eddie was probably Norbit.
No way, really?
Yeah.
And that was a huge hit as far as fans are concerned because they love the different appeal of it and the makeup.
Right. So Rick Baker, his first big thing was Thriller.
Yeah.
He did the American Werewolf or something like that. Then he did Thriller, and then he did for Eddie, he did The Clumps, he did Coming to America. And like when you just look at it, I was like, wow, how's the makeup worse? It's 30 years later.
It's not about it. It's really about the eye. It's like if somebody hires LYNN for, hey, Naeem, come write on this show real quick. Come write this film. Naeem, go perform real fast. And you'd be like, hey, y'all ain't paying me enough. And they're like, okay, we'll get somebody else. And then the show gets canceled the season after that because they didn't have your sauce.
Yeah.
It's not so much about getting somebody to do a job. It's about that person's talent. Rick Baker has been one of the few to never get it wrong. So to hold him to this,
he's incredible.
To make him the standard is unfair, is what I'm trying to say.
The old white man that coming to America was like, yo,
right,
yeah,
yo,
he whooped Joe Louis.
There it is.
He's the GOAT.
He is.
He's the makeup GOAT.
Yeah.
I also feel like from an industry perspective these days, there's a lot less I won't say reliance, but they don't have the same kind of craftsmanship when it comes to practical effects. Like they rely more on
CGI,
digital stuff, and because of that, you kind of lose a little bit of the craftsmanship. I feel like there's some people that can still do it, but it's hard, to get somebody that has like at the level that we're talking about.
Right?
Yeah, Rick Baker.
Man, as I'm looking at this film and I see that they're in prison in Mississippi. First of all, you don't want to be in prison nowhere, but you definitely don't want to be in prison in the SIP. That's number one.
100%.
They doing slave labor now. And this is the 30s. They're not too far removed. Put the super chat on the screen for me, good brother. And if you give a super thanks while you're watching the premiere of this episode, you will be thanked on the following episode. Thank you so much. Autumn Reed, $9.99.
Thank you, Autumn Reed. Appreciate you.
Says 35 to 60 cents for premium alcohol if you use Sinners as a reference. Shine could run you 10 to 50 cents depending on where you were. And if you were using plantation credit coins is crazy. 34 cases times 5 is $170. Yep. I think the world has already known about me and my math issue. Not ashamed of it. Now, you want to put an essay in front of your boy and be wowed away, then let me know immediately. So when you see this, man, you see Bernie Mac, Guy Torrey, Anthony Anderson, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Oba Babatunde, the brother who looks like a squirrel in the face, and he's in everything, but you don't really know his name. He was in this. Poker was his character. Hey, bro, you got any poker in the boom boom room? Poker. Yeah, man.
Which one was that?
He ended up doing a barbershop show. They did a spinoff of the barbershop movie, the TV series, starring Omar Gooding and a squirrel face dude in the early 2000s.
Get his real name. So I can't remember who you're talking about.
Autumn Poker from Life. So him,
Miguel Nunez,
man.
I sat next to Oba Babatunde on the plane one day.
Word.
And didn't say nothing to him.
You're out of control.
Really?
Why?
I just know what it's like for celebrities and how they don't want to be bothered sometimes. But it was weird because it's almost like he kind of looked at me like he may have seen me before.
Of course.
And I just spoke and say, how you doing, man? But I look back at that. I was watching something the other day that he was on. I was watching Temptations. And I was like, man, I should have had a conversation with that dude.
Yeah, come on, man.
He probably would have been all for it, too.
He's a legend.
Yep.
Can I tell you something else?
He's old now. He's kind of feeble. He's a little dude.
Oh, yeah, he's very small. It's, you never know what people are going through. That's number one. And number two, saying something kind can change anybody's day.
Right.
Today, as I'm flying back, the gate, he wasn't even a gate agent. He was he's just one of the agents on Delta. And I walk in, I'm checking my bag. He comes out, because I'm dealing with a different guy. He comes out, hey, man. And he starts naming some stuff. And I was like, man, thank you. Because the morning was not, as I told you, the morning was not a great morning. And he brightened my day. Not only that, I get to my gate. I'm like, hey, man, I got an aisle. Can I switch with anybody for a window? He's like, nothing's available, but as soon as something is, I'll let you know. Hey, I let the girl know because I'm leaving. I say, all good, thank you. I get on the plane. I'm on the plane. The plane is about to take off. I'm in the aisle. He gives me the look. He's like, somebody got bumped up to first class. I got moved from my Comfort Plus to the window comfort. He said, I worked it out. And I was like, dude. And that all came from him saying something to me just because he recognized me from something and was kind.
Right.
So for you, that man could have just been sitting there like, man, I guess I ain't got it no more. You know what I mean? And you could have blown him away. So shout out to Marcus. But that would have been great.
I mean, normally when I do say something, it's like, hey man, I'm a big fan or something like that. But I don't know. I'm just so aware of how that thing is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be respectful of people's time, their energy, all of the stuff, you know, so I just leave them alone for the most part. But I wish, man, there's been times where I've had conversations with celebrities that was random, that just end up just, I remember I ran into Carl Thomas at Caesars in Detroit.
Man.
And we were staying at the hotel and he was in the casino. And, you know, I sat next to him at the bar and then we just started chopping it up and we talked for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just talking like 2 hours. And it was a great conversation. And the girl that was with him was probably pissed, like, all right, man, enough. But
enough.
But I know how it is to be on the other side of that. Just when, like, you know, if somebody see me at a show or somebody want to talk, most of the time I don't want to talk.
I noticed.
So, but if the conversation is good, then I'm always open for that. But when, you know, it just be weird. You know, I would prefer most times if somebody just say, hey, I'm a fan and, you know, keep moving. But even though I don't like this, I'm never rude. Like I always talk to people even when I don't feel like it. But most times I just don't, you know, I'm to myself. I'm quiet. I'm a loner. So
I give you
that.
So
I just know how it is for me. So I just leave people alone.
I hear you. I'm always gonna bother somebody, especially if I'm a big fan. I'm gonna just say hello. I love what you're doing, or thank you.
Yeah.
But in this case, with the agent Marcus, let me tell you why I'm saying this on camera. Marcus says to me before he leaves, he said, "Hey man, by the way, the real villain of Meteor Man." I swear to God, he said the real villain of Meteor Man.
The dude on the plane said that.
Yes, he said the real villain of Meteor Man is Meteor Man. I say what?
What?
He said if he wasn't showing off with his powers and telling everybody that he had these powers, the community wouldn't have been even more targeted at the fact that his father ended up having to get even more hurt and people start getting hurt and the community start getting torn down even further.
That's
if
crazy.
He wasn't showing up. And I was like, I started looking to the side and I was angry because I said,
it's a good take.
Why didn't I think of that? So Marcus, that's for you.
That's cool.
So now we back in this, man. This scene sets the pace for who Ray and Claude were in prison. First of all, no gates.
Right.
No gates.
It's a prison farm.
It's a prison farm, bro.
Yeah.
They say, yo, we got a gun line. You get past this line, you getting shot down. I guess that's enough of a gate that you need. We see there's a scene where they're about to eat their food at lunch. And this scene becomes so iconic to this day because
100%.
we continue to mention it. You gonna eat your cornbread?
Right.
Claude, nah, here you go, man. Hey, man, you better give him your cornbread, man. He want his cornbread, but get his own cornbread. You don't let him eat your cornbread. Hey, man, it's my cornbread. If he wants some cornbread, he gets cornbread. And now Ray is like, yeah,
you can get your own portion of cornbread. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Bro, in this movie, Eddie Murphy is at his finest.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had the luxury, we're going to put the super chats up. I had the luxury of watching this movie today again. After I'd seen Eddie Murphy's documentary. And knowing, have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, have you seen it?
Yeah, it was great.
Knowing how Eddie Murphy sees himself compared to how we see Eddie Murphy, because a lot of comedians see Eddie as still, you're the ultimate comedian, bro. Come back and da-da-da. Eddie Murphy's like, nah, I'm an artist. I do music. I can act, I can do stand-up, I can do these voices, I can do that. And it's like, you're right. When you have the mind of an artist, you're not locked down by one specific art form. So knowing that, I'm watching him as Ray Gibson. This was not a version of Eddie Murphy. This was Ray Gibson, smooth talking. I'm a hustler. I always got a plan. I'm trying to figure out a way. But notice this, and this is something that nobody ever talks about when it comes to life. We always talk about the jokes, but Eddie Murphy is Ray Gibson. Ray Gibson had the biggest heart.
Yeah.
He was a thief,
Mhm.
but Ray Gibson built this friendship with this man.
Mhm.
He saw this man as something that he wasn't. He saw that this man was intelligent
Mhm.
and that he had a goodness, a light about him.
Mhm.
Whereas Ray came from a broken home.
Mhm.
He was broken. He didn't have any friends. It was just him doing all of this stuff. If he just had a partner, somebody that was smart that he can go along with, and he'd be good. That's why Ray saved his life. Ray saved his life because he's like, man, no matter what you think of me, man, I can't let him go out like that. This complete stranger who I just robbed.
Right.
Now, I got to protect this guy.
Mhm.
That's why Ray said, don't let him eat your cornbread.
Right.
Because in this place, if you let anybody take anything from you, they'll be taking everything from you forever.
Right.
So he defended, when he fought Goldmouth,
Dude, so crazy.
he was fighting for them.
Yeah.
Dude, go to the Super Chats. First one, want to thank Keena Wilkes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
His name is Barry Henley. That's the squirrel face.
Right, the light-skinned
legend.
dude who got the bad news in the letter. Him, right?
Which is exactly my boy.
Mhm.
So they can't read. None of the prisoners can read.
Yeah.
So Ray and Claude ended up reading the letters for them,
Mhm.
and nobody else wanted their letters read.
Yeah.
Just all bad news.
It's all bad.
It's all bad news. I was like, wow.
Autumn Red from 199 says Poker Face was played by Barry Shabaka. That's a crazy middle name. Thank you, Autumn. Go to the next one. John DeBro 999.
Thank you very much,
Just
John.
showing a little
He
love
wasn't
for
the real
pod.
Santa Claus. He was just,
Dude.
remember the guy told me was like, yeah, at least I ain't killed Santa Claus.
Right.
He wasn't the real Santa Claus. He just had on the suit.
He said he had presents.
Yeah.
Make me laugh so hard too. He had presents.
CZ Lawrence, you bring me joy. Thanks, John. Appreciate you, fam.
Appreciate that.
And from the legendary Domingo Trip, $9.99. Afternoon,
Thank you, Domingo.
fellas. Random friend of the show. I'm the pappy boss. Both wardens were the villain, one for locking them up, the other who'd rather die than set them free. He had a time, but took it first. Absolutely. We get to that. Definitely don't jump ahead because I got some thoughts. Where are you in this movie? How are you receiving this? Are you watching this as a Black man that is watching like, man, this is really the system? Or are you still in artist mode where you watching it like,
At this moment of the movie?
yeah, where we are right now,
the
where we're seeing
cornbread.
the cornbread, and because it's a comedic scene,
Mm-hmm.
but it's heavy instruction involved. Because when that fight happens,
Mhm.
we knew he was going to lose,
Yeah.
but the fact that he fought
Right.
showed that he would fight for what he believed in.
Right. It was like, at that moment, it's like listening to a song that sounds good and you don't know what the lyrics are.
Mm.
For instance,
Well said.
I just realized that the song Beauty's Only Skin Deep is about dating an ugly woman.
Mhm.
You just realized that?
Mhm.
It sounds like a love song. Like, it just sound good.
It is a love song.
Yeah, but
It's
it's
just about for an ugly woman.
but it's like he's talking to his specific woman. Like,
Yeah.
like I gave up on these fine girls and now I'm with somebody. I decided to just start dealing with you because you solid.
Mhm.
Man, imagine hearing that in
Yeah.
any relationship.
Oh, it's horrible.
heart gonna be
One time I
broken.
posted I posted one time, what you doing if you overhear your girl on the phone or talking about you and like, yeah, he don't look that good, but he treat me right.
Oh,
Are you staying
oh.
or are you out?
I'd be okay. I would be okay.
A lot of
but-
people even said commenting. He was like, hey man, at least she liked me or something like that.
I don't care how good she thinks I look. As long as I think she's cool, then we good.
Nah, that's a hard no for me.
Hard no.
Really?
I'm
Oh.
out.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I'm out. That's worse than saying the sex is bad. I'm out.
Oh, bro, let me tell you something. Oh,
Cause you could get better with the sex,
you
baby.
can get better.
But if a woman is like, yeah, he ain't he not my type, or he not really that attracted to me, but I like the way he treats me,
I'm out.
I'm gone.
That's interesting.
Because I'm a very visual person, and I need
Uh-huh.
my woman to be equally attracted to me.
Mm.
And some women be like, oh, I don't want no dude that look better than me, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Not that I'm supposed to look better than you, but you have to be 1000% attracted to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to be, I don't even want to be he grew on me.
See, and that happens with so many women where I'm just like,
I don't want to be that. I don't want it to be like,
that's
you know
hilarious.
what, if I grow on you, it got to be immediately. Like if
Instant growing on you?
No, hear me out. So like, I may not be a head turner. I may not walk by and you're like, oh, damn, who is that? But if we start talking, and you got to start noticing things about me right there. Like, oh, you got some nice eyelashes or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to start like, you know what? Because I've seen women like that I wasn't attracted to off the rip, but then I took a good look at them like, this chick's actually kind of fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got to decide you're attracted to me before we start dating.
That's interesting. Okay.
Like if you knew me for a while, you never looked at me like that, but then you started looking at me like that one day, that's fine. But it still has to be before we started dating. It can't be, a year in.
A year is crazy.
I grew on you.
You know, my ego's way too big, bro.
Yeah.
I can't. I've never been able to date any woman. I listen for trigger words for my own ego. If a woman is not complimenting the things that I need to feel attractive when we're speaking or when she's speaking on me, I know. And I've never been able to deal with that type of woman. It's like, for example, if you just do a test and you're like, hey, what do you find attractive about me? And nothing is visual, I'm immediately turned off.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I wouldn't even ask.
So funny.
So if a woman is complimenting you, like what she likes about you, and it all happens to be like,
he's funny,
non-physical, like your actual characteristics, your personality. You're okay, but you're not gonna stay looking the same your whole life, right?
It don't matter.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
It don't matter. It's the initial. It's the initial attraction.
Okay.
I'll tell you something else. I can show you some pictures of me. I've had the same face since I was a little boy. So ain't a lot changed. I got a beard now. Ooh, I got some hair. I'm telling you, boy. So I hear you 1,000,000%. Because now I'm gonna be in my head. Which brings me to Sanaa Lathan. Sanaa Lathan. Are you ready for the villain of the movie?
She's one of them.
Sanaa Lathan is the #1 villain of the movie.
Why is that?
Sanaa Lathan is the villain of this movie because had she not tried to pressure this man and force him into getting an engagement ring with his first check, not the second or the third, his first check at this said bank, he never would have splashed a drink on himself and never would have got up and go to the bathroom to get robbed, to be able to be in front of Rick James, to be potentially killed, to be saved by Ray, and they have to go to Mississippi in the first place. Okay? And she's also the villain of the movie because later on in the film, when Martin's character Claude says, hey, I got a cousin. His name's Melvin. He's an attorney. I need you to get him to try and file an appeal or something. She says, she did a little look. I don't know if you paid attention to that. She did like a little look after the conjugal visit that she had to pay for, rightfully so, because she hadn't wanted the job. And come to find out, she got engaged to his cousin Melvin after the appeal was denied. I don't even think the appeal was filed, if I'm being honest.
Melvin plotting.
Because he just wanted Sanaa Lathan. And she married him instead.
Yeah.
She's the #1 villain in the movie. Who would you say?
Well, I have a rebuttal to
Let's hear it.
To your debate about that. First and foremost, maybe he said, when I get this new job, then we can start talking about marriage. Had to for her to even bring that up right then and there. Had to. Because you don't just ask something like that. You don't just ask something like that. The #1 villain in the movie, I mean, it's easily the sheriff.
That's what you think.
It's easily the sheriff. Now, if you want to like dig a little deeper, it could be Hoppin' Bob.
Okay. Let's hear your case.
I mean, he was just, he was like Samuel Jackson in Django.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah. He really was.
Mm-hmm.
And it started to get sad even when you saw him die as the years went on. Because they were in prison for like 62 years.
Yeah.
So when you're seeing everybody fade away, and we're missing a lot of things. We're not going to get to everything, but I will say, Can't Get Right. Bokeem Woodbine.
Yeah.
When he comes into this movie, we see the warden's daughter has grown up. She gives him the eye. He gives her the eye. And you can't look at no white girl like that back then. A lot of countries, I mean, a lot of states to this day. You know what I'm talking about?
Hit him with the. I use that meme all the time, by the way. That gif.
Bro, Bokeem Woodbine was taught how to play baseball because Claude was teaching the team, right? And now this is his way out. He's like, if I could get this guy out of here, I can get out of here because I'm the only one that'd be able to work with him. Me and Ray. Doesn't turn out that way, man. They had a baby. That baby Pappy.
They said that was supposed to be a serious scene, by the way.
Really?
Was it really?
There was supposed to be a serious scene, and then I think Guy Tori might have did an interview recently and talked about it. And then Bernie just kept coming out and saying something different every time. They just couldn't stop laughing. Because you see, what made that scene so dope was even the captain, the CO, dude was laughing.
Yeah,
like, they all was laughing. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Bernie Mac.
Amen. Jeez.
Well, you know, actually pitched a sequel to this movie to Cousin Ray.
I want to hear this right now.
What?
Yeah. It was like it was called something like, it was like a super sequel. Cause you know Eddie did Daddy Daycare.
Yeah.
So I think I named it something like Granny Daycare or something like that. It was about a nursing home. And I said, you take Eddie Murphy and all the old characters that he's played, the old people, like the grandmother from
The Clumps,
the dudes from the barbershop and the white guy from Coming to America, Ray and Claude, and you put them all in a movie together and they had a nursing home.
Huh. And then
he got back and said Eddie was not interested.
What?
Yeah.
That feel like one of those, and Ray follows both of us. I feel like Ray didn't really pitch it to him. That's got to be that. Because that's a great thing.
I might have wrote a little something, but I thought it would be funny because, I mean, in 1998 when the movie came out, how old were they when the movie ended? They were like 90 or something.
Yeah, they were in their late 80s, if anything.
Yeah, like I said, it was like late 80s. So I'm like, yo, just make it like these dudes like 100. You know? This is like probably 15 years ago when I pitched this idea. And he didn't like it.
Can I tell you something? I have this pitch, and only the reason I'm doing this is because Ken Edwin and I pitched Sister Act 3. And a lot of people are responding to it. So this has become the place where we just create these film scenarios and bam. Martin and Eddie, we want to see them again, but I don't want it to be live because it wouldn't make sense. You have Martin and Eddie play men that are in their 60s that work at a bank, right? It's called Retirement Plan. What ends up happening is the bank, they've been working at this bank for 30 plus years, right? They've been given a job by their good friend. Their good friend is now leaving the bank to his son, right? He leaves it to his son. His son is starting to run it into the ground. He wants to change up the staff. He ends up firing Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence out of this bank. As he fires them before they're able to get their pension.
Oh, wow.
So now they got bills. They have everything they need to take care of. Martin comes up with the idea. He's like, man, I guess I just gotta go get a little fast food job or something. Eddie Murphy says, nah, we're gonna rob the bank. And that's their retirement plan. And it goes into further detail from there. But that's something that you do. And it's something that you can include so many comedians who are great actors in this movie, young and old, that you get a chance to have your new version of Harlem Nights.
I think Kev has mentioned that many times that he wants to recreate something like that. And that's why I know he's extended an olive branch to Mike Epps and Cat Williams. It's like, we need to be able to create something like that again. Who would you want to see in a compilation movie like Life or Harlem Nights right now?
So here's the funny thing, man. You ask that to the internet, and the internet is always going to talk about any internet creator that they know and be like, oh, get this person, or they're going to say something. You got to think about comedy. And I'm thinking about comedians that it wouldn't just be stunt cast. Like, for example, somebody be like, oh, put Kai Cenat in. You'd be like, yo, Kai Cenat is an extremely talented guy, but you're just trying to stunt cast. You got to put in people, for example, I want Sid in there. I want Tracy Morgan in there. I want Monique. You could throw Lunel, of course, a Sherry Shepherd. I want to see you and I in this. I don't need to be a major player. Let me come through and bring a letter and say a funny line, and the scene don't get cut. You know what I'm talking about? Right. And you end up being one of the tellers. I mean, you dealing with one of the tellers. You her boyfriend. So, like, create this to where all of our greats have these leading roles, and we could play some villains or some bad guys or just antithesis to this film, and you just continue to cast it. You can have, and if I continue saying names, I'm gonna forget some names, and people who are watching the clip are gonna be like, why didn't he say my name? Which is exactly what I think when I'm watching all these comedians say stuff. So that's why I haven't said anybody else. But yeah.
What if they just did a Harlem Nights 2?
No.
Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Already like, nah.
Harlem Nights 2. Nah, never mind. Not a Harlem Nights 2. It would have to be something similar, or just a remake of Harlem Nights. Because when I say 2, I'm thinking automatically, what if now Eddie Murphy is Sugar or something?
Right. Like, that's how it would be.
Yeah, you have like Kev as like Quick. Monique would be a great Della Reese.
Yeah.
She would eat that part.
By the way, Kevin Hart is the person who will be playing the bank owner's son that inherited the bank. But keep going.
Then you have like Mike Epps kind of be like that Red Fox part or something like that. Would be good. It's something that could definitely be done, man. I've had plenty of ideas over the years, and I don't mind sharing this stuff because it's not going to happen. I had an idea for a movie called Black Men, but like X-Men.
Oh.
And the black guys, their superpowers is just regular stuff. You know, we just already faster than everybody. You just get a bunch of comedians, you know, dudes jump and everything, but like we all just think we're regular.
Yeah.
We already got those talents. But something has to be made at some point. I'm glad that hopefully they reciprocate the energy he's trying to give them. Yeah. And they can get on the same page and do something. But the one reason why it'll be hard is because of egos.
Always.
Right.
Like when they did Harlem Nights, Eddie was clearly the man. Richard was on the down. He was on the decline, serious decline, because he was sick getting sick at the time. Red Fox was just trying to pay some taxes, you know. So it was really Eddie Murphy was the man. Yeah, and it was like, yo, I'm just getting these other guys together, and they just happy to be a part of the project.
And I hear you, and I know where you're going with this, but let me say this: when I look at the Peacock show that Kev did,
Fight Night.
When you look at Fight Night, these are all A-list actors that put their egos to the side, and everybody played a pivotal role in this.
But they weren't comedians, though.
Right. The comedian aspect, the last time I've seen it done properly, actually never gets any credit. Welcome home, Roscoe Jenkins.
I was going to say that.
This has Martin, Monique, Mike Epps, Afion's in it.
But Martin is clearly the man, though.
Yeah, he's Roscoe Jenkins, but everybody else had a main role. It wasn't like they were, hey, let me shine your shoes, Roscoe. Like they're playing his brothers and sisters and the cousin. So everybody had enough real estate to do something. So what you're saying with a Cat Williams, a Mike Epps, and a Kevin Hart, I would love to see whichever one's going to be the villain and have these two be the good guys. I would even have, you could do it any interchangeable way. We just know Mike ain't gonna be the villain. It's gonna be either Mike and Kevin are the good guys, or Kevin and Cat and Mike are gonna be the good guys. But it's not gonna be them all on the same team, because it would just make for such an entertaining film. Put it on the screen. Autumn Reed says, personality, money, and good deed changes a 3 to a 7.5 into your point about.
I'm not okay with it being a 3 in your mind.
Yeah.
No chance.
And it'd be one of the greatest of all time. Autumn Reed comes back with $9.99.
Thank you very much, Autumn. Appreciate you.
CT, that they made that heist movie twice. It's called Going in Style. Most recent was 2017. Stars Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and Alan Arkin. The one I'm thinking about with no, I'm not thinking about that. First of all, mine is completely better and different. But I'm talking about it was a movie with Al Pacino, Christopher Walken, and Alan Arkin, where they were like the wise guys. That could even be something where they were, one of them that went to prison. He comes out. the head of the mob is like, all right, get rid of him. And he has his best friend do it. But they go on one last night on the town. It was an incredible movie. Not a lot of people saw it either.
Yeah.
But so that, whatever they would come up with, it needs a quarterback. And it needs to be no egos. So hopefully that would be good for them.
Well, I mean, it would have to, in my opinion, it would have to be Kevin. Also, Kevin will probably be the one that's
getting the
producing the movie.
Yeah.
So automatically, you know, yeah. I would say if there's a funny villain, then I would like Kat in that part. I go Kev and Mike as friends. Kat as a villain.
Well, here's the thing.
You gotta throw Chris Rock in there.
Well, you gotta have for sure the greats, but I don't want it to ever be too stunt cast. Like, not stunt cast, cameo based. Like, you want to have all your greats in it in meaningful roles. Like when you look at life meaningful roles.
Yeah, but it was just Eddie and Martin. Then it was Bernie was Bernie. He was already Bernie. And then Guy was on the come up. And then that was it really. As
Comedians.
Then you got some other great actors, talent in
course.
There. Boba, like you said, and Anthony Anderson was still kind of young in his thing.
Yeah.
But
it was such a great movie, man. I think the thing that was a heartbreaking thing for me was the twist. The twist of fast forward, it broke Martin when Can't Get Right couldn't get out. When he got out and he left them there, but he didn't leave them there. It was just that was his escape plan. Now, Claude and Ray don't talk for years.
Right.
Ray never stopped trying to escape from prison. That's the thing that was keeping him alive. Right. And then at some point he stopped. And when he stopped, that's when Martin is like, no, I got another plan. But before he has the other plan, the years go by. And as the years go by, they start losing other prisoners to, they've been serving his time with them, become like a family. And when I see each of these characters like get older, you see the 60s and you're hearing the music and you're seeing Martin be able to go out and be like, oh man.
While you're talking about that, I'm gonna give you a part that don't make sense.
Yep.
When he goes to the bus station to pick up the sheriff, and he has this moment where he looks in his reflection in the car and he can't believe how old he is. Ain't no mirrors in the house. You just now realizing how old you look.
That's a good point. Maybe it's a real reflection compared to a prison.
It was a director's choice.
Right. Yeah.
It was a director's choice, but it really don't make sense.
It feels like that moment is more about him realizing how much of the world he's missed.
Yeah, when he sees the people with the afros and all that, he like, what the? But it was the moment where he looked at himself, right? Then he straightened up and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll raise you this: Maxwell was playing, and this was the 60s. That's number one. But behind that, when I see now the new superintendent hears their story about them being innocent men, and that Sheriff Pike is the one that framed them,
right?
And that he decides to take them out when Sheriff Pike is about to shoot them with his gun.
Right.
I loved it. The twist.
It's always got to be some white man that's just trying to save everything after you've been oppressed all this time.
Hey man, I hear you. But in Mississippi,
nah.
At this time,
we complain about that, but really, without those white people in history,
it wouldn't be.
Things wouldn't have happened. Yeah.
So now the superintendent's like, first thing in the morning, I'm gonna get her started on those pardons. I'm like, why not start now? Right? You've already waited 60 years, or actually 40 years. Why can't we get out now? And then he dies on the toilet.
Yeah.
And then 20 years goes by, and now they're working in the retirement infirmary area. And that's when Claude has the idea and sees the fight is left Ray. Because Ray is like, yeah, man, we next. I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna bust up in there. The upper room. Man, I remember crying as a kid, laughing because of the timing. I'm gonna bust up in there. I was like, the upper room.
Well, we're approaching the end.
Yep.
What's your favorite part of the movie, or the part that your favorite part, period, and the part that made you laugh the hardest?
My favorite part of the movie. Go first, Lawrence.
Oh, I think easily is the lineup with the baby. Like when they're
Okay.
trying to like, he's
Uh-huh.
literally holding up the baby
That's
next to the different.
funniest part for you.
That dude, it cracks me up so
Okay.
much. That whole like it's just the way that he's like trying to match up the faces
Right.
like that makes me laugh a lot. And then of course them all stepping out and it's like I'm that baby pappy.
Yeah.
I'll say the funniest part to me is the very beginning when they're riding in the car and Ray says, because I wrote this down, bro. He says, "Yeah, you gotta understand. See, he got capital connections. That's what I'm trying to have. I'm trying to have. I don't have any connections right now. And I got to get the capital, but I want to have capital and the connections." And he was talking so fast, but he was so fluid in what he was saying. You're like, bro, you can see how much he admired Spank. That made me laugh. My favorite scene would have had to have been when Ray was manifesting and visualizing the Boom Boom Room.
Yeah, that's cool.
That scene for me.
Yeah.
But the exact moment that made me laugh the hardest when everybody was all into it, and then Claw goes, "Man, shut up with all that boom," and then he said, "Shut up before I beat your ass." And Martin is like mopping or something. He's cleaning. That part,
that was funny.
Shut up before I beat your ass. I was dying.
It was a great point. Here's the thing, man. The movie, for as heavy as it is, you can't have dark without light. You can't have the drama without the comedy,
right?
Because it impacts both sides. This was a film.
It is.
It felt good. It's always a hard watch whenever I'm watching people get wrongfully convicted, but it was two of my all-time favorites. If it wasn't for Martin, I wouldn't be a comedian. And if it wasn't for Eddie, I would not know what that rock star thing is. And it's like, because I discovered Eddie later. Like I watched Raw and Delirious when I was 18 compared to watching Martin and
Martin
Def
is
Jam.
more your generation.
Yeah.
Eddie was for me. Martin was still when I was a teenager, but I watched Raw. First, I also had Eddie had this a comedy album where he has like a flower in his little fro, and I somehow found the cassette. I don't know how I found it somewhere, and then I started listening to it in the car with my mother or whatever, and they would laugh a little bit. But for me back then, the stuff that didn't resonate because I was a kid. It was everything about it was just remembering it, memorizing it, repeating it, and I used to go to school telling those jokes. So it was that, and it was Raw for me. I watched Delirious later because Delirious came out in 82.
Yeah.
I was like 4 years old. But Raw, I had the cassette tape. I had the VHS, and I used to fall asleep to it every night.
Wow.
I used to watch that joint every night, and then after that, Def Jam was on the horizon. All of this stuff, everything just hit hard in the early 90s.
Pull over.
Yep.
I love it, bro.
Those are, and I also used to watch Partners in Crime with Robert Townsend.
How about that?
Robert Townsend, my funniest comedy special to this day, is Tommy Davidson, Illin in Philly.
Oh, that is
Cat with the Soda. You ever watch that?
Here's the thing. We're about to talk about more of this stuff on the after show. You guys need to come to the after show. Patreon.com/CT is dope. We got more with Naeem Lynn. What's coming up for you, Lawrence? Tell the people.
At Mary Young on social media. If you want to follow me, if you want to talk comics with me and some of my other friends, feel free to come to Fantastic Forum Wednesday night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. FantasticForum.live. Thank you.
Naeem Lynn, what's coming up for you, man?
Man, at some point this season 6 is going to continue on assisted living. I got a movie coming out with Brian Hooks. I believe it's going to drop next year.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and just touring. I'll be at the Comedy Factory in Baltimore and the Improv in Dallas in Arlington in January. And that's it, man.
I love it, man.
I'm sorry. I had a cameo in 72 Hours, which is Kevin Hart's new movie that's coming out next year.
Nice.
Very small cameo.
Hey, let me tell you something. Haven't seen you in any of his movies, so I'm very excited to see you in this movie. You in a Kevin Hart movie? Say what?
If it doesn't get chopped.
Let me tell you something. getting chopped is a part of the game, but
Mhm.
it cannot be when you've been on tour with him for 20 years. Kevin, if you chop Naeem out this movie,
He doesn't, he don't have nothing to do with de-editing. This Will Packer and Tim Story production.
that's wild because it's
yeah.
produced by Heartbeat, right? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going directly to the Patreon after show. Post-credit scenes, come join us, patreon.com/CT is dope. Until then, Team CT
all day.